4th on the depth chart.
Look at that.
He got himself a touchdown pass. How do you like that? Jaden Platt.
Really impressed that Reed stays in the pocket. I mean, for a guy with not a lot of experience, he hangs in there, trusts his protection, goes through his.
Elijah Robinson, the interim head coach, the 3rd straight game. Reed will try to get to the edge, and he gets there. Marcel Reed with a touchdown, and a hop, skip, and a jump to boot. (31-20). Marcel Reed with the honors from 20 yards out, getting his first significant reps, and he's been impressive. 10 in white tonight for the Aggies.
Second down, Reed, plenty of time to look for an option, and into the end zone, the guy they call Thor, Theo Mellon Orstrom, the big Swede.
There are 3 Gator defenders, and nobody covers him. This is a coverage bust on the back end. They let him go completely scot-free.
Straight ahead goes Reed. And let's see what the officials say. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Shane Calhoun. Reed on 2nd and 8, launches it downfield, wide open is Allen. Cyrus Allen cuts back and takes it right in. Marcel Reed responds like that. A 73-yard touchdown.
Well, as D just gets fooled, he's not playing the man. It's too late. There's nobody in the deep 3rd for the Gators picking that up. That's the 2nd coverage bust Texas A&M has taken advantage of for a touchdown pass. The Gator defense had 2 of those in the first game against Miami, and the mental errors continue for Florida.
Jesse, Marcel Reed, who we found out just before kickoff was going to get the start for an injured.
The comfort of this young quarterback is exceptional. Pressure coming, evades it, throws to the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Texas A&M. Thor Mellon Orstrom, the big tight end, opens the scoring. By the youngster here, drops back, play action, and has the ball, put the ball in a perfect spot for his tight end. He comes up with that wow. Texas A&M rolling here early. Marcel Reed trying to punch it in. Play action. Throws to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. There's a wall built along the front of the end zone there. No one in the back of the end zone. Great throw by Marcel Reed. Finding J.J. Walker.
To tackle, well schemed up there on that 1st down run.
Long throw caught in Arkansas territory and a broken tackle. Noah Thomas down the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. 58-yard catch and run and a chance to tie the game.
Starts with the route. He gets the DB to get turned around, starts up, works his way out. And it's Keon Stewart who gets turned around and has no chance. And then the big 6'6", 200-pound wide receiver makes one man miss, and it's heels to the field, and the Aggies with a big counter touchdown.
Reed gonna keep it here, and Reed's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takeaway, and it's the redshirt freshman Marcel Reed in the end zone. We're all tied.
Reed throwing, it's caught, it's a touchdown. Trey Watson puts the Aggies in front. What a drive by A&M. Got an injured player for Texas A&M. Can't see the number.
Trey Watson's going to come in motion. He's just going to sneak out. And it's all set up on the way they run the football. You get that Arkansas defense.
And Le'Veon Moss to his left. You'd figure they would feed him down here. They do. Keeper. He pulled it and scores. One play touchdown drive for the Aggies. Claim momentum and cut into this lead. Happened in a hurry. He does bring that dimension, doesn't he? Electric runner.
Yeah, we talk. I mean, that's his own read. Colin Klein's calling the plays. Colin Klein, that's Colin Klein's kind of offense. He collapses down. I'm going to pull that. And this is lightning. I mean, he is quick. How about the blocks out there on the perimeter to get him into the end zone? Nice job of staying on that ride there, really getting a feel for 35 Jones, get him to commit down and then get out there on the edge. And it's not just a playmaking ability. You see his face on the sideline? He's got a little bit of something to him.
And Reed looking to throw. Nope, not for long. Takes off running and will spin down near the goal line. And they will shove him into the end zone for a touchdown. Marcel Reed has ignited this offense. A&M's in front.
Watch the left guard. Waits. Now he's going to go. You got the back. You got the guard. And now watch, he hits that wall. And this is what you said. Look at this. Look at these guys are going to push
Moss
him.
helping him out.
Yeah, push him, whatever it takes. But that is a design draw because of what he can do there on third down. You can see the instincts, and then the power comes from the lineman to get in this football game.
Lining up with some tempo here. Keeper! Touchdown! Marcel Reed! The magic continues, and the Aggies stretch the lead.
Right here, watch him slow-mo it, and he right there, he pulls it out at the last second, and then he walks to the end zone. So watch this mesh. Look at his eyes. He's reading Jones. He's reading Jones. He's staying on it. He's staying on it, and at the last second, he decides to pull it out. 12 plays, 105 yards since he's been put in the game, and 3 touchdowns for 21 points.
He obviously knows how to run that offense. He's been doing it since he's a 14-year-old, maybe earlier. To hold.
And for 83 in the score, and was the SEC Freshman of the Week. Play fake. Touchdown, and the Aggies take the lead. Jabri Barber, a 2-yard touchdown reception.
And just great job here by Reed. You have full flow going from right to left. Reed drifts just a little bit, buys a little time, comes off of his first receiver and finds Barber as his number 2. That's great poise. We just talked about it. Being able to process quickly. When the field condenses, it's so difficult. He goes from 1 to 2, no problem. A touchdown, and his parents have to be so.
And the anticipation, everything clears up. Beautiful throw.
To the end zone, high throw, caught, touchdown, Noah Thomas. 16-yard strike for the Texas A&M Aggies. They're on the board first.
Reed worked on his passing game during the bye week, and it's showing up here early as the Aggies get in the end zone, up 7-0.
Reed lofts it up, end zone, caught, touchdown. Moose Muhammad III. His 12th career touchdown grab from 6 yards out this time.
Well, you're going to see bracket coverage. Essentially, every defensive back is going to have their feet on the goal line when the ball snapped, and you want to throw it when you say.
Watson goes in motion as Reed looks to throw. Now he's going to try to run. Reed cuts it back, dives for the end zone, give him 6.
And I like running them in there a little bit more. It's fun when you get open field, nothing's open, good decision, not trying to force a ball inside the red zone, learn from the...
25
21-7 Auburn, but A&M starting this second half on the move toward the end zone. And catch! Touchdown! What a catch by Noah Thomas! With defenders draped all over him.
Dave, this is a laser. Just look at this. Look at the release by Noah Thomas going up against the best cover corner, Kayan Lee, number 4, the sophomore, who they love here at Auburn. But the 6'6" Noah Thomas, you just see that catch radius. You see him just going high for the football. See him twice this year. As good as it gets.
Play fake, Reed throws, and Thomas! Catch! There he goes! Texas A&M is a point after away from tying this game. 73 yards from Reed to Thomas. Game is tied at 21.
He's just going to come off the line and run a slant, but watch the free safety, Jaron Thompson. Watch the angle that he takes on this slant. It's too flat initially. He doesn't go to the intersection point, and after that, there's no one behind there to chase him down. And if you're Jay Crawford, if you're going to try and slip that route underneath and get the PBU, you better make sure you get it, because if you don't and your free safety isn't there, as you see, he goes for the interception, and his safety doesn't have his back.
Second down and 8. Reed, plenty of time, throws short middle. That's Walker again, and Walker powers his way in. Touchdown! Strike first in overtime.
I mean, just watch it here. Watch the traffic, man-to-man coverage. Watch how he just uses the natural picks and the distortion here and the traffic that the corner, Jay Crawford, has to work through.
Taken more than 7 minutes off the clock here in the first quarter. 3rd and goal. Reed to the end zone and caught. Touchdown, Noah Thomas.
Yeah, just a beautiful route by Noah Thomas. An even better throw by Marcel Reed. And the Aggies strike first, 7-0 in Las Vegas.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Reed over the top toward Thomas. Jump ball, and he caught it with a flag thrown anyway. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It's really pretty good coverage, but you're going to see Thomas going up. Great concentration, bringing in the football. It's a heck of a play to start the second half.
What a play, what a drop. Reed looking middle, throws, and it's caught. Touchdown. Now there is a penalty flag in the backfield.
Hands to the face, defense number 49. 15-yard penalty is forced on the kickoff. Result of the play is a touchdown.
So
watch how he sells the route with his eyes. He's looking back like he's about to get the ball quickly on a diagonal route. That gets the defensive back to bite, and then he hooked.
Bussey in motion. They will fake it to him. Reed, straight ahead run. Reed into the open. Touchdown, Marcel Reed. And Texas A&M goes back ahead.
Coming to the screen left to right for Texas A&M. Watch all the attention he brings to the USC defense. Their eyes flow with Bussey. It creates a huge gash in the defense. And then Reed does the rest.
Yeah, great cut there, and then it
Screen pass. Craver, the Mississippi State transfer, in for the score. .82 yards. How about the transfers? Concepcion with a punt return TD. Now Craver. Greetings from Starkville. We've been saying it for a long time. Reed to Concepcion. And he hears the highway call. His second touchdown. When you swing, you got to make sure you hit. Waits, then all of a sudden he's there.
You miss a tackle, and now it's a foot race that a lot of defensive backs around the country are going to lose to that young man. All right, when you get it in his hands, he knows.
Two tight ends right. Reed keeps, pitches to his tight end, touchdown, Theo Mellon-Orstrom.
Oh, what a play call. Colin Klein, their offensive coordinator, had everybody thinking Le'Veon Moss on the run.
Low throw. It's caught by Craver. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Aggies.
Out in space, just get it to him. So dynamic.
Inside the 35, already in scoring range. Reed pumps, wants to take the shot, has a man. Touchdown, Terry Bussey.
Well, we talked about all these new weapons. Well, what about one that's been in the lineup for a while? Bussey, he's dangerous, and he's in for the score.
It's next to Reed. It's Reed. It's a touchdown. He can do it all. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the Southeastern Conference. 2nd and 10. Reed. Flushed out. Throws. Caught. Flag on the field. Concepcion has the touchdown.
Holding, defense. Number 1, that penalty's declined. Results of the play, touchdown.
Here. Reed to the back, end zone, touchdown, Concepcion.
This is, it's kind of a schizophrenic performance, really. You think about that opening.
He is always falling forward and getting positive yards.
Craver, the motion man on 2nd down and 6. Fake it to Moss on the run. It's Craver out of the backfield. He's got a lot of speed down the sideline. Craver still going. Oh, Mario Magic. Touchdown. 86 yards on the catch and run.
We saw Jalen Stroman make an excellent play, knocking a pass away. This time he gets fooled. Watch Stroman come up. He thinks it's just going to be a little flat route. Instead, it's an out and up. Stroman is beat automatically, and then just poor tackling on the sideline. I mean, that's uncharacteristic of Notre Dame's defense. 3 guys there.
Let's decide a winner. 4th in the game. Reed, rush comes. Reed pumps, fires. It is caught. Nate Borkacher brings it in and ties the game.
He was working in man coverage against Drake Bowen. And Borkacher, the blocking tight end, makes the catch of the ball game for A&M. And watch Marcel Reed. He's looking inside first. He kind of clutches it, and at the last minute gives his big tight end a chance. And Borkacher comes through. Throw on the run, give the big body tight end a chance. And what a finish to a drive by the Aggies.
It was about as comfortable blocking down Bottle Cap Valley barefoot. Watching what they failed to accomplish. And a deep one complete. There we go. Marcel Reed with a strike to Mario Craver. And he fights his way in.
As soon as that, he knows he's got one-on-one with a corner post. Great ball. First time we've really seen him throw with conviction downfield, and Concepcion does the rest.
Borkacher helping out, little tush push at the end.
Oh yeah, love it. Get your boy in there, kind of picking up the DB.
To throw again into the end zone. Touch pass, touchdown. KC Concepcion, second of the night.
So you're going to give Concepcion a two-way go right here. He's just going to work. Beats him to the inside. Little option route.
Now it's Ruben Owens, so Reed will keep it himself, and he dances his way into the end zone. He has thrown for two, and now he has run for one. 7-yard touchdown run.
Going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage. When he gets down here, you got a puller to block, and you got Marcel Reed in his legs. Getting north and south.
Reed's going to keep it on the predetermined run, and in 2 plays, they strike back.
They go with a quarterback counter, pulling 2 players from the backside to the front side. It's perfectly blocked. Marcel Reed puts his foot in the ground, gets up the field, and how about that for a response?
Reed pulls it out. Through his progression, got a man! Touchdown, Morrow!
Morrow is here in the backfield, and he's going to run a corner. You're going to see a post from the outside by KC Concepcion, and nobody covers the back. Looks like it's man-to-man coverage or cover 4 down the field, and everybody else is down close to the line of scrimmage to stop the run.
On the play action downfield. Caught. Touchdown, Bethel Roman. Got in behind Kenai Walker.
Single coverage, Ashton Bethel Roman against Kenai Walker. And if you're going to play with all those numbers saying you're not going to run the football, Marcel Reed has to make you pay. He and Ashton Bethel Roman do it there.
From the 3. Reed on the keeper, touchdown. Do it again. Reed. Room service, touchdown, Borkacher. Made it look easy.
Borkacher lines up right there, and then he comes across, and all the defenders of Arkansas are sucked in on the play action. Borkacher just slips out into the...
Longest run this season for him. On the play fake. Late pressure coming into the end zone. Caught and touchdown by Concepcion. D. Concepcion.
Goes up and absolutely
showing some pressure. Got to hurry here. Play clock at 1. Reed rolling out and wanted to launch downfield. Just takes off. Marcel Reed racing to the pylon. Makes a cut and dives for the end zone. Touchdown A&M. The electric quarterback strikes early from 41.
Now this is undisciplined eyes from the second level of the LSU defense. Safeties, just keep an eye on the linebackers rather. Watch them kind of get caught looking in the backfield. Nobody's mirroring him. Nobody has him really ability to kind of keep him leveraged. He gets out, the back end of the defense is in man coverage, and he's got the speed not just to pick up a first down. He takes off. He's thinking about the end zone, and he's got A&M up early here at Tiger State.
6. Tigers back off. Reed tries to make a play in the move. Throws it end zone. Touchdown. KC Concepcion from 15 yards out. And A&M back on top.
Well, again, what a job by this offense. Patrick Payton looked to have a chance at getting to him, but Marcel Reed has more strength than you realize. He's able to pull away from that threat and had a really good feel of when to get out of it. and then the eyes that step up away from that. But watch Concepcion. He kind of sells it like he's going to the outside, then gets vertical. There's the pressure. Good job of the redshirt freshman giving him a chance to survive. Now, instead of taking off, he sees Concepcion, who, by the way, the entire time, alone in the back, space to work with, on time, and a good job of stepping back to his quarterback to make sure that's a touchdown.
7th touchdown reception for number 7, and the Aggies 2 for 2.
Got to finish these red zone opportunities with touchdowns.
From the pocket, Reed scrambling and scoring. Second rushing touchdown for the Aggie quarterback. A&M back on top.
Tail, Harold Perkins is sitting in there at linebacker, and he's got to spy Marcel Reed. Everybody in this stadium, everybody watching at home, you and I talking here, it's like, okay, together, it's kind of a blunder. But now there's nowhere to go with the football. So what is he going to do? Of course he's going to trust his feet. They never really let him down. He sees an opening. Nobody accounting for him until it's too late by 7 in white. That's a touchdown.
If his job was to be the spy, it was the worst spy ever.
Yeah, right. Concepcion, and then went down himself.
Concepcion has the ankle checked. Morrow houses it. Aggies pulling away, 24-yard touchdown. And A&M, just like last year, dominating Kelly's team after the break.
You know, sometimes in man-to-man coverage, we always think about the
Reed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Ashton Bethel Roman.
Fantastic job and a really good route by Ashton Bethel Roman. He's working out here one-on-one against Toriano Pride, and Toriano Pride stumbles a little bit, and he does what you can't do. He allowed him an inside release.
Quickly into space, Concepcion, blockers in front, and here he goes. KC says TD.
Workhurcher out here at tight end, and that was the perfect audible.
Well, they keep getting him involved in the run game. He'll throw it here. And he takes a shot, and it's caught for a touchdown by Isaiah Williams. Finally.
Isaiah Williams over all the way across the formation. You see the safety roll down with him. Now freeze it. This route's going to eat up the safety. Now let's run the wheel over the top. And the corner, Collier, he gets flat-footed. Williams gets past him. And finally, a dime delivered for Marcel Reed. Some momentum.
Back to throw again. Stepping up. Taking a shot. And it is caught. Bethel Roman. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Williams going to be the safety. He's going to clear out and get up here. It's going to be about Swain and about the vertical here by Ashton Bethel Roman, and he never slows down. You see Makari Swain, he's kind of flat-footed. He's waiting in zone coverage.
For Marcel Reed, 8 of 11, 2 touchdowns in the second half. He'll step back and fire. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Borkinger makes it a one-score game.
Nate Borkinger, you're going to see him just run right up the seam here. I want you to pay attention to the linebacker, 17, Justin Okoronkwo. When Reed kind of head fakes in, he freezes that backer. Nobody gets over the top. It's a wide open Borkinger, and it's a walk-in touchdown for Texas A&M. I love the play design. Colin Klein, I told you coming into this game, watching this offense on film, I think he's one of the bright, young offensive coordinators in college football.
Good tackle. Keep Daniels out of the end zone. First down and goal to go. Play fake. Reed gets rid of it, and it is Ashton Bethel Roman with the catch for the touchdown.
Try to come up with a game plan to stop Marcel Reed and the Aggies.
First down and goal, play action, throw, caught, touchdown. Concepcion.
What a throw. Just a little RPO.
Did play last week, but was limited. Just the one catch against the Gamecocks. Here's Reed loading it up. The bomb to Bethel Roman. Caught him in stride. Touchdown. "58 yards. Second touchdown of the quarter for Bethel Roman.
Another freshman, although a redshirt freshman. They're going to come in motion. He's going to be in the slot. Going to go up.